We work with love, we work with care. We show care. We work with empathy. I'm like, no, do you understand? So I realized, to be honest, that working with Mitch has made me a better person. It has made me see things from a different point of view. It has made me realize that yes, you can actually have a positive impact on someone's life. We've been with Mitch since November 2021, first precisely till date, and he's been all right. We had a short time for the transitioning. It was just a week. I recall my first time seeing him personally. The moment I got into the facility, he spat into my eyes. But I can confirm to you, I can tell you right now that all of those behaviors, they've dropped drastically. We don't get to see all of that. So he's in a very good place now. He's a happy guy. He loves his house. He loves his carers. I mean, he's got consistent carers over time. He loves his carers. He goes out every day. He stays with mom. He stays with mom 6 days. He stays with mom once a week on Mondays, and the other days is with his carers.
I mean, fortunately, we do have a very consistent team working with Mitch, but if we need to introduce new people, they're able to access PASS, see all his care plans, his risk assessments, and be able to hit the ground running and support him in the most person-centred way. They have an amazing relationship with Mitch, and they're obviously there on the ground day to day, so we really utilise their first-hand experiences to be able to ensure that we can adapt the support we provide Mitch and the documentation within the care plans and risk assessments. I mean, the whole thing as a whole has been a huge success, but I think one really poignant example is, so Mitch within the last year has moved into his own property where he lives by himself with his 2 support staff. Previously he was in shared accommodation, and this didn't seem to be, in his best interest. He was displaying a lot more behaviours of concern, but since moving to this new property, the behaviours of concern have reduced drastically, and he just seems so much more comfortable. And I think that is something to really celebrate. And the teaming that went into getting that in place was just outstanding. All of the team jumped in, was helping to get the property ready, so people were volunteering in their own time, decorating it, and yeah, it's just amazing.
We've been able to gain trust from Mitch because of the respect we've given to him. We understand him. We work in line with his care plan. We work in line with his PBS plans. We do everything to make sure he's okay, he's happy, and he's settled. So the trust comes. Once there's that communication, there's respect, the trust is there. And I can tell you he's trusted us over time. There's a lot of things he does. So I wouldn't say this particular one is his favorite. I know for a fact he loves bowling, he loves being in the park, he loves going to the museum, he loves swimming as well. So it all depends on how he's feeling on that particular day and what he wants to do.
So there's plenty of positive risk taking from the clinicians with Mitch on a day-to-day basis. I think the most relevant example of that is the frequency of community access he does. They're constantly going to new places. I mean, he has access cards to places such as Monkey World, and is constantly out, venturing to new places, taking those positive risks, doing dynamic risk assessments as the staff are going and preparing before. But yeah, it's just really serving to improve the quality of his life.
So what does this entail? This entails that everything I do for myself, everything you do for yourself, I expect that at some point on this journey, I mean, this is a journey we've been on, I expect at some point on this journey, Mitch should be able to do everything I do for myself to make sure he's happy and have a good standard of living. One instance I'll talk about is going on the train with him. So within the 5 days, transition period from the previous providers, we were told that Mitch loves trains. So he would usually, we would drive in the car, drive to the station, we'd drive to the train station, and he sat in the car and he's looking at trains moving, sat in the car. But then I called my colleagues. I'm like, guys, he loves trains, but is sitting in the car and watching the trains enough for him? If he loves trains that much, let's do this. Let's jump on a train with him. And we're like, okay, how do we do this? What do we do? We did a risk assessment. And on this day, we said, Mitch, would you like to go on a train? He said, yeah. We went to the train station. One thing that was a plus for us, or that really helped us, was he loves the escalators and the elevators. So he was on it. That settled him a bit. He was happy. And before you know, we were just in there. We were on the train. He had a nice time. He was okay. He's happy. He goes out everywhere. And when I say he goes out, I'm not saying he just goes to the shops or he goes to, just one place. He goes everywhere. If you would go swimming, Mitch would go swimming as well. So he goes swimming, he goes to the park, he goes to the museum, he goes everywhere. He's been on the train as well. So severally. So it's a good one for us and a good one for him as well.
My wish is just for him to continue on this trajectory, really. He's got a really amazing team around him. He does such wonderful things on his day-to-day. And I just want to be able to continue to facilitate that, really, to continue to venture to new places, achieve the goals that we have in place, and yeah, just continue to live his best life.
Yeah, my wish for Mitch is for him to be very happy and doing great job as he is now, and more independent, and be more happier in his house. And I wish him well done.
I wish Mitch unending happiness, right? I want him being happy. I want him enjoying his life. I mean, he's a handsome guy, he's good, and we see Mitch as a family member. So it's gone beyond that work. It's gone beyond that work relationship. We've spent some time with him, so I would usually see him as my younger brother. So whatever I do for my younger brother, I can do for Mitch as well, right? So I just need him happy. I want him happy. I want him to enjoy a good standard of living. I want him to go wherever he wants to go. I want him to have the best meals. I want him to be happy, enjoy time indoors and outdoors. So that's my personal goal for Mitch.